Hi, it's Bill Coney for Straight Circle Martial Arts, and today I'm going to teach you joint locking without joint locking. The problem with people learning joint locks is they joint lock. What they do is they grab people in particular locks and they crank on it and they hope they hurt that joint. But ideally you want to learn how to control the structure. So I've done this many times in other videos where I talk about how people either crank through the joint or they try and control the structure. But a lot of times when people are grabbing the wrist, they don't know how to control the structure because they're relying on the pain from the joint lock. So what I like to do sometimes is use it from the forearm. It's a good way to learn. So say I want to do this, right? We all know this one. If I really want to learn how to control his body, what I'll do is I'll take him from the forearm. So this way, I'm not relying on that joint pain to move his shoulder. What I want to do is I want to feel how he locks and how he loses his balance. You see it right there. See how he rocks? And now I can put him down just using the forearm. Now, mind you, there's a lot of this on that, right? I mean, that's how it works. There's a lot of rotation. Same thing with this one. I mean, we all know that. But I could also learn it very simply by doing this. So when I do this, what this teaches me is not to rely on that pain. It teaches me to try and lock him through the whole structure. So as I go like that, I try and control it. Now, what he's doing, at first he's being submissive so I can learn the basic idea. But ideally down the road, you want him to kind of learn to try and pick the elbow up. So if I do it wrong, you see how I lose the structure? If I go like this and he tries to pick the elbow up, it's not going to happen because I placed it down into his body and through the body and not just into the wrist. So we all know this one, right? Up. Same idea. So you have up, in, out. And by just grabbing him with two hands with that forearm and just practicing, see him tip? Like you want to practice to see where you off balance him, how to maintain structure, how to lock him into the body, and then see if he can roll. See if he can roll the joints, right? And he can't, because I have him. And that's how you test it. Many people, they rely on pain. And that's a good start. If you really want to get good with this and progress, you have to learn to not just lock the wrist, you have to learn to lock the body. And if you take the wrist out of it, a lot of times it'll make your locks a lot better.